Back here at the Fox Network Center, along with Dave Maloney, I'm James Brown. Washington Capitals had been the hottest team in the NHL in January. Not so now, riding a 6-game losing streak, trailing by 1 to the Panthers.
Sean Burke making his first start as a Flyer. Folks, this is the best team he's played for in his career in Philadelphia. But he gives up one right here. Kicks out a rebound. Yager over to Francis. That's a good goal scoring. Can't be blamed. Sean Burke, 26th of the year. Barnsick and the Panthers use that offense. On the power play, we spot shadowed. Brindamore right there. He sets up, falling away, throws it to the net. Flyer power play connecting 2-1.
Tying goal was waved off.
Here we go now. You don't want to give these ones up. If you're a goal scorer, you'll take it. That's a 90-foot slapper. Oop-dee-doop-dee. Doozaroo in the net by Osgood. He said, oh, man, I can't believe I missed that one. The King's up. That was our cyber zone guy. No, he was the guy we talked beforehand.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry.
The superstar locks of Mike Modano.
Mike Modano. We're going to talk to Mike Modano. That's who we'll talk to. In the meantime, a good give and go right here. Harvey, now watch him hesitate. Bergevin comes across, taps it back to Newdike. What a goal.
Dave, nothing intended here, but Anson Carter on the shot.
Barreling down the right side, and they barrel right through Jeff Hackett. Hackett goes down. There was a penalty called in the play, but in the meantime, Chelios will knock the puck down as the Bruins head up ice. Wide open is Black. A nice open ice deke right there, tied at 1.
A battle between two of the original 6, and in Jersey. Hey, Dave, they love you.
My daughter must be there with her friends. In the meantime, on the power play right here, Steve Thomas will release from the checking of Brian Leetch, and that's, James, pure and simple as a goal scorer's goal. Top shelf, Steve Thomas.
In the cyber zone, up next, Ray Bourque has been with Boston how long?
He's been there so long I played against him.
Isn't that amazing? 19 seasons, but Dave is young. Ray Bourque is up next.
The Craftsman Hardware Sale. It's what your home has been waiting for. You'll find terrific savings on some great Craftsman tools. Spend $100 or more and you'll receive a $20 mail-in merchandise certificate. Use your certificate on your next purchase of Craftsman tools. The Craftsman Hardware Sale at Sears. The tool sale that makes anything possible.
First, we built a digital model of the new Dodge Intrepid. Then, to test it, a virtual world. We ran crash tests in a virtual safety lab, tuned the suspension on a twisting virtual road, refined the climate control in a virtual cabin. By the time we tested Intrepid in the real world, it was virtually perfect. The new Dodge Intrepid. We're changing everything. Again. As shown, less than 25.4. Well equipped, around 20.
It is one of the most powerful warships, with satellite communications, radar and propulsion systems that are the most advanced in the world. But USS Mitcher cannot do a single thing without you. Because the most important part of USS Mitcher is her crew of over 250 sailors who every day embark on a journey of honor, of courage, and of commitment. Call 1-800-USA-NAVY. Let the journey begin.
I was named after the sound of a gold band store. Kachuk. Last season, goalie served my name 52 times. Could have been more, but I spent over 200 minutes in the penalty box. That's the way I play, hard and fast. Like NHL Breakaway 98, with rumble pack checking, high-powered goal scoring, and the best graphics on ice. NHL Breakaway 98. Looks like we got a new leader of the pack. Acclaim Sports. Sweat the details.
Ooh, a computer with the 300 megahertz Intel Pentium 2 processor. You know it's fast, and you thought it was priced just out of your reach. Until now. The $19.99 PC with the 300 megahertz Intel Pentium 2 processor from Gateway. Complete with 32 megs of RAM, 17-inch monitor, AGP graphics, and a whole lot more. Call us at 1-800-GATEWAY, and we'll build one for you.
Another shortcut to small business success. Let Mailboxes Etc. handle your mail and faxes so you can call in to see what you've got while you're out on those glamorous business trips. Mailboxes Etc. Making business easier worldwide. Another shortcut to small business success. Let Mailboxes Etc. pack and ship for your business, and there'll be more time to land that humongous new account and celebrate with your loyal staff. Mailboxes Etc. Making business easier worldwide.
Is Springfield ready for the full Monty?
Her clothes are coming off. You know who would love this? Men.
The Simpsons, Sunday at 8, 7 Central.
The ESPN family of networks celebrates its 1,000th NHL telecast tomorrow night as Jaromir Jagr and the Pittsburgh Penguins face Eric Lindros and the Flyers. Coverage begins at 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 Pacific. As we welcome you back to Fox NHL Saturday. Ray Bourque has been playing professional hockey with the Boston Bruins for 19 seasons. So I think it's safe to say that when 18-year-old Boston native Jim Fahey skated with the legend, he fulfilled a lifelong dream, as we find out in this week's visit to the Cyber Zone.
So you want to play hockey?
Yeah.
So how old are you now?
I'm 18. This is my draft year.
So it looks like Northeastern?
Yeah, I already signed a letter of intent.
So you're 18, so
You started when I'm
you were born in
79. 6 months before you started playing hockey in the NHL, I was
you're skating with me here today. What am I still doing here? So what, you're forward?
No, I'm a defenseman.
You're a defenseman?
Yeah.
All right. Like to hear it.
As a defenseman, everything's a Ray Bourque move, you know?
Maybe in Boston. Figure you get drafted by the Bruins this year. I play another year or two, maybe. And then you just hop into my jersey and take over. How's that sound?
I don't think your jersey's going to stick around too long. I don't know.
You go to the All-Star game, they got the events, and I've won the accurate shooting. People make a big deal out of it, but it really ain't a big deal. The key is, for me anyways, when I do this stuff, take my time and make sure I stop the puck, I put it flat, and then I try to hit the target. That's one. You got the top right there. That's a great shot. Jim, meet Pat Burns. Coach, how are you? Hey, how you doing? Not bad. How are you? Good. A lot of times it's not how hard you shoot the puck. It's how fast you could execute. Key for me is to try to get the puck there and get it on net where they battle for rebounds, or on yourself where the goalie's just trying to look for the puck and it just goes over his shoulder, and you love those, you know? Yeah. Don't hurt anybody, Jim. You don't want this big guy coming after you.
I'm just going to be tagging along. I'll be like...
Go out there and always believe in yourself and keep doing the things that you think are going to make you a good hockey player. Yeah.
Good advice from a man, Ray Bourque, who has played 1,351 games with the same team. That's third best all time. Now, if he plays long enough, he not only can top that list, but maybe he and Jim Fahey could find themselves on the ice together. And Fox NHL Saturday continues after this.
Wendy's, home of the official hamburger of the NHL, presents the play that made the difference. Buffalo clung to a 1-0 lead against the Rangers when New York called a timeout in the closing seconds. In a moment, the play that made the difference.
Now that Wendy's is sponsoring the NHL, Dave is heading for the rink.
Here's your skates, Dave.
We play on ice?
What a kidder. Nice goal, eh? Nice goal, eh?
Don't need this, Dave.
What for?
Can't have you taking one in the melon now, can we?
Oh. Mike, maybe we ought to have lunch first.
Then come to Wendy's for a delicious Big Bacon Classic Combo with Biggie fries and a 20-ounce drink. We call it the hat trick.
I know the perfect position for you.
Really?
Try a Big Bacon Classic Combo today.
In the game's final seconds, the Sabres' Dominic Hasek delivers the play that made the difference.
Shot in front. Saved by Hasek. Come up on Payne. Is that something or what? We flat out robbed Matty LaFontaine.
Bet you Bud Light, my friend here, can beat you.
Yeah, right. Okay, pal, you're on.
For the great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down,
This would be mine.
make it a Bud Light.
Bud Light says my friend here can beat you.
The new Dodge.
wanted to take the sport utility concept to a higher level. Enter the new Durango. Its best-in-class power, cargo space, and seating for up to 8 raise the bar considerably, as do its strongest-in-class frame and its stable, longer, wider stance. Dodge Durango, a higher form of sport utility, from top to bottom. Durango, new ground for the new Dodge.
On Fox, NHL Saturday, the Red Wings battle the Flyers, or the Avalanche take on the Kings. Next week at 3 Eastern, noon Pacific. Check local listings.
It is showtime, baby.
A gold medal coming up for the Czech Republic. It is now done.
Welcome back to NHL hockey, the coolest game on earth.
Have you seen a better performance? Skate! You suck it! A magnificent goal! What a play! Yes!
What a show.
Back at the MCI Center, Panthers leading the Capitals 1-0. Time for our Bud Ice statistics. Panthers outshot the Caps 11-6. Washington 0 for 3 on the power play. We'll return right after these messages.
Every writer needs inspiration. For Henry, it all comes from experience. Significant Others series premiere Wednesday at 9, 8 Central on Fox.
Buongiorno e benvenuto.
Transworld One is our chance to make a really good impression.
A passenger's first thought when they step on board is, wow, all this space just for me. The food is fabulous.
It's a lovely service. You really have to experience it.
Oh, the seat, it's so comfortable. It embraces you.
We think it's a luxury service at a business class fare.
All this and there's more to come. Transworld One.
From Transworld Airlines.
We want to be your airline. Au revoir et bon voyage.
Introducing the 1998 Kia Sportage.
Let's pick up some stuff.
Toys. It opens up a world of possibilities. What'd you get?
A few things I thought we needed.
You can do things you've never done before. And go where you've never been before.
I can't find the flashlight.
There we go. Let's camp.
Get $750 back on a new Sportage.
Hey, kids, Trix yogurt will really brighten up your day. Each spoonful is brighter than a rainbow. So every fruity mouthful will add colorful fun to your world. Can I have a taste?
Sorry, silly rabbit.
Trix yogurt from YoPlay. It's just for kids. Now you can color your world and your wardrobe with this cool tie-dye t-shirt from Trix yogurt. See specially marked packages.
Marijuana, cost me a lot of things. I mean, I used to be a straight-A student, I was liked by all the neighbors, Never really caused any trouble. I was always a good kid, growing up, it was all right. Before I knew it, I was getting thrown out of my house. I mean, it's crazy to think what really happened to me. I was a good kid, straight-A students. Next thing I know, I'm getting thrown out of my house, and it's like, I just became a total loser.
Inside the mind of a serial killer. Monday on Fox Morning News.
For in-your-face coverage, log on to foxsports.com. Fox NHL Saturday is brought to you by Wendy's Crispy Chicken Nuggets at just 99 cents every day. They're bite for bite the best bet in chicken. By BASF, we don't make a lot of the products you buy, we make a lot of the products you buy better. By Schick, the feel of smart design. And by the new Dodge, it's about change.
Welcome back to the MCI Center in Washington. 20 minutes in the books. The Florida Panthers with a 1-0 lead over the Washington Capitals. Kenny Albert with Terry Crisp. And Terry, the Capitals scoring drought here at home continues. 7 consecutive periods without a goal.
Got to be driving Coach Ronnie Wilson nuts. A, they got to get the puck through on net. And B, somebody's got to get to net to make things happen. Simple.
Simple as that. Radek Dvorak with the only goal in the first period. Let's take a look.
Kenny, this is a great play by young Wells. Wells puts it in deep. Watch Ranford come out. Everybody expects Billy Ranford to get it around the board. He doesn't. Wells goes in, picks up the puck. Dvorak is all alone. Take another look from the other angle. Billy Ranford comes out, gets the puck. Oops, doesn't get the wood on he wants. doesn't get back in time. Nobody picks up Dvorak in front of the net, and he makes no mistakes. At the other end of the ice, Kenny, the Washington, Phil Housley gets a bubbler through, but look at Hunter right in front of the net where Coach Wilson wants him. Even when Weeks makes the save, Kartner bails his goaltender out. That's the way it's been going for the Capitals.
And we get set for period number 2. Panthers out shooting the Caps 11-6. 40 seconds remaining on the Panthers power play. Craig Berube in the box. Bill Ranford defends the goal to our left in this second period. Kevin Weeks to the right. Jeff Norton on the left point. Slides it across for a drive, and it deflects wide. Shepard in the near corner. Norton shoots one through. Mellenby got a stick on it, and he scores! Power play goal, Scott Mellenby, 2-0 Florida.
Coach Ronnie Wilson is not very happy with this, but again, this is a great example of just getting the puck through on net. And they've been looking for this power play goal for a long time. 2 areas. Take a look at it, Kenny. This is a big goal for the Florida Panthers to keep the puck in. Watch this one. It's good puck movement. Over it goes. Not a big wind-up, just a little snapshot by the net. They'll come back out again. They'll try it all over again. Didn't work the first time through. On net. Thank you very much. Mellenby goes, reaches, pokes it. Thank you very much. Norton gets it through on net. It's so important with that puck that you just get it on the net. It doesn't have to be 1,000 miles an hour, Kenny. Just get it on net. The Panthers get the lead. 2 zips on a power play goal.
Mellenby has scored only 4 goals in a 43-game stretch, but he has now scored in 2 consecutive games. Scored against the Rangers on Wednesday, and he's talked recently about the pressure of having been named the captain following Brian Strudlin's departure as the Capitals are called for icing. And Mellenby said that that had been weighing on his mind, on his shoulders all season long.
You know what, Kenny? I don't buy that. Scott Mellenby is a great captain. He is a good captain. But that C shouldn't make any difference in your attitude. You wake up. Scott Mellenby is Scott Mellenby. He has a game to play. He plays a hard nose, going to the front of the net to the corners. The only time the C comes into effect is when you're in the dressing room or the sort of disciplinary action comes along. I think once you're appointed a captain, while the game is on, it should make no difference whatsoever. Scott Mellenby just scored that goal tonight the same way as he scored against the Rangers tonight, by diving for the puck, getting in there, getting his stick out, getting it on the net. That's Scott's game. Hard-nosed driving.
Murphy's shot is sticked aside by Ranford. Panthers looking for more. They lead 2-0. Mellenby, his 11th from Norton and Shepard at the 27-second mark of period number 2. And we mentioned moments ago, Capitals now 7 full periods plus without a goal on home ice. They were shut out the last 2. Bounces away from Whitney right there. And they trail the Florida Panthers here by the score of 2-0.
I'll tell you right now who's picking his game up big time is number 26, Shepard. He's knocking that puck down, making plays, going to the net. That's what Coach Murray needs out of Shepard.
Especially in the absence of Cicerelli. Here's Bondra, 2-on-1, shoots, makes the save.
The youngster come up big on one of the better goal scorers in the league right there. Good chance for Washington. And again, that's how it's going. Bondra, the best sniper. He elects to shoot, which is a good play on his part rather than trying to pass from there. Again, Weeks is there to stop them.
Offsides called on the Panthers. Peter Bondra in a bit of a slump. He has not scored a goal in his last 5 games, his longest stretch of the season.
You can see the frustration on Bondra's part. And goal scorers, you know what? When they're used to scoring goals like that, I mean, Kenny, they get frustrated, and what are they going to do? Look at here. Most career points versus the Panthers. Lindros has 30. Right next in row, Peter Bondra with 22. Not a bad one, but Mr. Weeks just took away his 23rd one. Sorry.
Boy, Bondra loves playing against those teams from Florida. You and I worked the Lightning Capitals game last week, and Peter Bondra has scored more goals against the Tampa Bay Lightning than any other player in the NHL. And here's a penalty on the Capitals. Mike Eagles off the face-off took down Victor Kozlov. Panthers for the power play when we return.
Still using Zero to call people collect?
Hello?
Stop! It's expensive. What to do? Dial 1-800-COLLECT. Dialing 1-800-COLLECT saves the people you call lots of money.
Hello. Hi, Grandma.
A regular collect call that costs $6.75 costs only $2.89 with 1-800-COLLECT.
What a deal!
It's so easy.
Dial 1-800-COLLECT today and save.
Mike Eagles off for interference at 2:03. So the Panthers, who scored on their last power play, head to the man advantage once again.
And again, Florida could really do a lot of damage if they get a goal in this one. The Washington Capitals are in a fragile state of mind right now. If they get a third one against them the way Weeks has been playing, they can really dig themselves a big hole here.
Gagne with Shepard and Mellenby. The point men Norton and Esatikin a forward out on the point for the power play. Norton wristing one in front, broken up and cleared by Joe Ricci.
And I'll tell you one thing, the Washington Capitals are more aggressive on their penalty killing than they are 5-on-5. Those four players out there were giving the Panthers no room to move the puck. They were right on top of them, very aggressive, going after the puck.
Kelly Miller and Andre Nicolishin, the penalty-killing forwards for Washington, as Miller clears down. 1 minute gone by on the Eagles' penalty.
It's funny, Ken, when we're watching these games now that the penalty killers are so strong on every team. Not just today's game, but the other games we're watching. The penalty killing units are really picking up the pace, knowing full well they're going to get a lot of work during a game.
Whitney's shot sticked aside by Ranford. Ricci clears the rebound into the corner. The goal by Mellenby, Panthers' first power play goal since the Olympic break. They had been 0 for 19.
Kenny, I'm going to become a positive coach for a change and say, hey, it's not that our power plays are bad. It's just that all the penalty killing, they're excellent.
No whistle from Dvorsky. Weeks had possession, was looking for the play stoppage. But Dvorsky says play on. Kurt Muller with under 20 seconds remaining on the Florida power play. 2-on-2 back the other way. A wrist shot off the stick of Jeff Tom, sticked aside by Kevin Weeks. Weeks has stopped all 9 Washington shots. Cote up ahead to Tom, bumped by the smaller Whitney. And that does it for the Panthers power play as Eagles makes his return. Panthers leading 2-0 on goals by Radek Dvorak and Scott Mellenby. Bill Lindsay with the rink-wide pass. Now Dvorak down the left wing, shoots, and the save is made by Ranford. Lindsay in behind the net. Dvorak moves it up the boards. Bondra pokes it in deep. Ricci winds it around. Laws could not knock it down. With nearly 5 minutes gone by, second period. Panthers on top by 2. Fitzgerald and Witt in a race for the puck.
Kenny, Mike Eagles came off the bench for the Washington Capitals. He hit 3 good solid hits out there, trying to stir something up, trying to get this club out of the lethargic movement that they're doing right now. He at least is being one of the nasty boys for the Washington Capitals right about now. Wish they need a few more of them joining in with them.
Eagles returned on Thursday after missing 6 games with a broken foot. Centering pass, Gagne to Mellenby. Ranford slid across.
And again, Scott Mellenby doing what he does so well with Dino out of the lineup. Cicerelli, he's taken over his job of going to the net, making it happen in front of that goaltender down there.
Ricci's shot deflected wide. Bondra in the corner, behind the net for Krieger. And his pass is picked off, setting up a 3-on-2. Warner shoots in. Ricci keeps it away from Tikkanen. 6 minutes gone, second period. Panthers with a goal early on. 27 seconds in, they lead 2-0. Offsides, Washington.
Hope my car gets fixed today.
And my sink. And my furnace.
And my lawnmower.
What? You idiot! You're gonna get us caught.
For the great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down,
Eddie!
make it a Bud Light.
Is your dandruff sending the wrong signals? Get Selsun Power. Doctors recommend Selsun Blue #1. So don't send the wrong signals. Get Selsun Power. So we're breaking up.
Sorry.
Well, we both love nuggets.
And I love that about you.
But they're tender and juicy.
The thing is, you're sweet and sour, and I'm honey mustard.
Don't look at me. I'm barbecue.
Wendy's 99-cent nuggets, the best bet in chicken.
Metal bars, designed to save your butt. Metal bars, designed to save your skin. Introducing the revolutionary Schick Protector, designed with super sharp blades wrapped in ultra-thin safety wires. And a full pivoting head for incredible closeness. There's no safer shave in the world. Hey, safe feels better. Schick Protector, the feel of smart design.
Kenny Albert, Terry Crisp from the MCI Center in Washington. The newest arena in the NHL. It opened in early December. In fact, the first game the Capitals played here was against the Panthers. 2 of their first 3 at the MCI Center were against the Panthers. Jeff Tom scored in overtime for the Washington Capitals. Icing call against the Caps.
Here's a great play right here. A great pass. There's Jovanovski. He's heading off somewhere. I don't know where he's heading for. But watch this play. But here we are, the one I wanted. Fitzgerald, a perfect feather pass through to Dvorak. Watch this puck pursuance. Watch this guy stay determined, stay with the puck. How he comes, he still gets a great shot away and forces Brantford to make an excellent save. That is strength and determination showed by Dvorak, plus a great pass by Fitzgerald to spring him loose.
Dvorak scored his 9th goal of the season back in the first period. Mellenby his 11th. Here in the second on the power play. 2-0 Panthers as they look to break a 6-game winless streak. Kozlov behind the Capitals net. Comes in front, turns, shoots, and it's blocked by Witt. Dale Hunter flips down into the Florida zone with 13:15 remaining. Zimnick shoots, scores! Off the setup from Juneau.
Well, Kenny, they finally dented the youngster Weeks. The Washington Capitals, Joey Juneau coming in, making a great pass, a one-timer, and young Weeks had no chance on that. As I mentioned earlier, Joey Juneau is one of the best passers in the business. He puts that right across to Zednik. Zednik one-times it, and the young Weeks has no chance. Juneau feathers it right on his stick. He does not hesitate, doesn't wait for anything to open up. He just gets it on net. And that's probably one of the few times they got a quick shot on net. It resulted in a goal for Washington. They're only down by 1 goal now, Kenny.
And that breaks a string of 154 minutes and 29 seconds here in Washington. Capitals have been shut out nearly 8 full periods. Laws coming to the net, taken down. Shepard battling in the corner. Capitals have cut the Panthers' lead in half. Zednik, his 16th goal of the season. Juneau, the lone assist at 6:45.
Kenny, an interesting aspect, we talked with Coach Ronnie Wilson. He wants his defense corps to be more aggressive, to jump into the play more often. Let's see now with only 1 goal down, are they going to jump in and start to join the forwards in the play to make things happen and be not afraid to lose the game, try and win it.
Here comes Housley down the right wing. Shoots it wide. Konowalchuk in the far corner. Capitals have picked up the intensity following the goal. Jeff Tom looks to spin it in front. Hit off the puck by Kartner. We talk about players getting back into the lineup. Zednik, a healthy scratch Thursday night in Philadelphia. But Andrew Burnett out today with a bad back, replaced by Zednik. And after sitting out the game on Thursday, scores the Capitals' first goal this afternoon.
And Coach Ronnie Wilson said to you that you asked him about that, he said he wanted more speed in his lineup. And obviously that was a pretty good choice, Zednik getting the lone goal for the Washington Capitals so far this afternoon.
11 and a half remaining. Second period, Panthers 2. And the Capitals Capitals one. Big hit behind the play thrown by Eagles, who you spoke about earlier as he lined up Tom Fitzgerald.
And he's looked to hurt himself. He's on the bench, and he hurt his knee going into that check. But again, Mike Eagles is doing his best to stir this Washington Capital team up. But I think he might have injured himself on that play.
Coming off a broken foot. And this looks to be a knee problem. Eagles getting his knee checked out on the Capitals bench by the training staff. Here's the former Chicago Blackhawk and Winnipeg Jet. Tikkanen for the Panthers, bottled up along the boards. Brings Mellenby free on the right wing. Cutting around Witt, centering pass. Gagne knocked to the ice by Cote. And Bondra clears the zone.
Scott Mellenby looks to be his old self again today, Kenny. He's back into the corners, driving to the net, making things happen. This is what Coach Murray is looking for from his veteran hockey players, Mellenby being one of them.
And there you see it, 154-29. Looking for another. And that shot sails high and wide.
Washington just failed to capitalize on a bad line change by the Florida Panthers. They get caught with one man off the ice, and Washington down made a great play.
As Ranford gloves the Niedermeyer shot, will return in a moment.
The net is your engine. The puck is friction. And we're the guy with the mask and big pads. Introducing 3 new high-tech synthetic oils from Quaker State. Specially formulated for the vehicle you drive and the way you drive it. For superior engine protection. Quaker State, official protector of the NHL. Now at Pep Boys, 40,000 items at the guaranteed low price. Tires and service too. Pep Boys, everything but gas.
At BASF, we don't make the boat, we make it faster. We don't make the safety seat, we make it more comfortable. We don't make the studio, we make it quieter. We don't make the golf clubs, we make them more powerful. At BASF, we don't make a lot of the products you buy, we make a lot of the products you buy better. BASF.
How long does it take to turn the new Dodge Durango from the sport utility with the most passenger room in its class into the one with the most cargo room? Not long enough. Durango, new ground for the new Dodge.
Kenny Albert, Terry Crisp, back in Washington midway through period number 2. Dvorak and Mellenby, the goal scorers for the Panthers. Zednik countering for the Washington Capitals. Andre Nicolishin into the Florida zone, bottled up. And now the Caps shoot back in.
Not to jinx anybody, Kenny, but Coach Murray said before, his defense score, they're making too many mistakes, too many giveaways, and being caught out of position. Well, so far this game, they're doing everything right for them. They're bottling up the Capitals in neutral zone, not giving them a whole lot of room to operate, so Coach Murray has to be happy with his defense score today.
Berube along the right wing boards. Held off by Carter. They get the gloves up high as the Panthers flip back down. You sense the Capitals have taken over the momentum following the Zednik goal?
They're picking up. That gave them some momentum. But again, Florida's not giving them a whole lot of room, Kenny. They're hanging right in there, coming back after them. And Coach Murray said that he doesn't want to open up if he doesn't have to with this team.
And the Panthers will head to the power play with 9:04 remaining in period number 2. It's an interference call against Nicolishin. The Panthers will head to their 4th power play at the 10:56 mark of the second.
And again, Kenny, here we show the obstruction. They're coming in, and the referees are calling it right there, up on yonder, and he's holding him off the scene now. In fact, you could call 2 areas in that one if you wanted to with the obstruction call, but they're not letting up. The referees are staying with it, Kenny, and making sure that right down to the wire, all the teams are going to be treated the same.
Panthers 1 for 3. Mellenby with the power play goal early in the second period. Dave Gagne will take the draw. Along with Ray Shepard and Scott Mellenby. Gagne kicked out of the circle, so Esa Tikkanen steps in. Gagne moves back to the right point. Gagne into the corner, met by Riki. Shepard works it free behind the Capitals net. Out to the left point, Norton. To the right point, Tikkanen. Down low for Gagne. Tikkanen shoveling one in front. Mellenby bumped by Johansson. 25 seconds gone on the Nicoletian penalty. As the Capitals clear out to center.
Oh, Kenny, if Coach Brian Murray wants to give his veterans a chance to get this team back in the running before the trade deadline, he certainly had all 5 veterans out there with Tikkanen on a point with Norton, Mellenby, Shepard, and Gagne up front. You can't get any more veteranized than that.
Mellenby out to Norton, left circle. Indeed, Shepard. Johansson got the stick on it. And Johansson fires around. Kept in the zone by Tikkanen. If Dino Ciccarelli were healthy, he would be battling in front of the Capitals net during this power play.
He certainly would be, but I don't want to be the coach to take one of those other guys off the ice and tell him he's not on the power play.
And here comes Tikkanen with some open ice. 45 seconds. The Panthers man advantage. Cote around the boards. Whitney.
Like we said so many times today, Ken, in other games, the penalty killer, the Washington penalty killing unit, is doing a great job right now. They're doing exactly the Florida what they did to them. They're keeping them out on the outside, the perimeter. Florida cannot penetrate. Washington PK penalty killing unit doing a good job on them.
And they are second best in the NHL. Only Detroit with a better penalty killing percentage than the Washington Capitals. Hunter and Niedermeyer battle behind the Washington goal. Final seconds of the Panthers power play. Oates moves it out to center. Adam Oates cutting in on Weeks. And Whitney rides him off the puck.
Good play by little Whitney to stay with Adam Oates, who was one of the better one-on-one men in the business. But Oates did a great job of stealing that puck at the blue line and almost got around Whitney for a good scoring chance.
The penalty has expired, so the Panthers now 1 of 4. Here's Oates moving down the right wing. Looking to set off Bondra, chips at it, and then shoots it wide. Oates with the stop attempt. Weeks came across, and Fitzgerald clears the zone. Offsides, Housley carried back in. 6:32 remaining. In period 2, Panthers leading by a goal.
Don't worry. I won't be long.
Oh, okay.
Hey, buddy. Over here. In petites.
Whoa.
Have a Bud Light. This is awesome. Yeah, we love chocolate.
For the great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down, make it a Bud Light.
Retirement is not something you can just dive into. It takes careful preparation, the right equipment. That's why so many people save for retirement with the MetLife annuity. Your retirement income can be guaranteed. You can save as much as you like, and the interest is tax-deferred. Talk to a MetLife rep about annuities. Let us show you how to retire in style. Get Met. It pays.
I can't give up. I can't stop trying to fly. I can't get down.
Hello?
Not going anywhere for a while? Grab a Snickers, because nothing handles your hunger better.
Oh, hey, little man. You can run inside and tell somebody to get some pie!
Hungry? Why wait?
Back in Washington, 2-1 lead for the Florida Panthers. 6th and final meeting of the season between these clubs as Krieger floats one softly on goal. Weeks covers up.
Kenny, here's a great defensive play earlier in the period. Whitney gets caught. He gets stripped of the puck at the blue line by Oates. So watch the versatility of this young lad. He gets back. He's a forward. This is a one-on-one on a forward. Whitney, for the size of him, plays Oates perfectly, almost like a defenseman. But then again, he did cause the problem at the blue line, didn't he?
Eliminating the possibility of a scoring opportunity. Oates, one of the best passers in the NHL. Among the league leaders in assists with 45. Here's Krieger shooting one. It's blocked by a sliding Paul Laws. Here comes Lindsay down the right wing. Bill Lindsay centers one, and it's deflected just wide by Kirk Muller. Adam Oates clears the zone. Here's Bondrick, joined by Krieger on his right. They crisscross. Krieger then fires one, and the save made by Weeks.
And they're opening up, Kenny. They're going end-to-end now. Good saves by Weeks, by Ranford. Both teams, I guess, decided, hey, we've been playing kitty bar the door long enough. Let's open this thing up and see what these goalies really can do.
Panthers have 17 shots, Capitals 16. Both goaltenders with 15 saves. Weeks his fourth NHL start. Ranford, playoff most valuable player back in 1990 with the Stanley Cup champion Edmonton Oilers. Acquired by the Capitals just over a year ago from the Boston Bruins. In the trade involving Adam Oates. Rick Tocchet also coming to Washington. Jason Allison, Anson Carter, and Byron Dafoe. Jim Carey, I should say. Byron Dafoe acquired during the offseason. A couple of former Capitals goaltenders now with the Boston organization. Warner could not hold in on the right point. Under 5 minutes remaining. Second period. One-timer by Zednik. Juno shoots it wide. Riki from the left point. Blocked by Mellenby. Comes back to Riki. Bouncing in front. Delayed penalty against Florida. Cote fires. That pinballs into the corner. Kept alive by the Capitals. And now the whistle. Slashing call on the Panthers-Capitals power play when we return.
It's about time and finding faster ways to take new ideas from drawing board to reality. It's about the search for methods to make machinery last longer or make a long drive seem shorter. It's about making time to look beyond the obvious. And most of all, about taking time to listen. All things change through time. Cars, trucks, and a company.
Now that Wendy's is sponsoring the NHL, Dave is heading for the rink.
Here's your skates, Dave.
We play on ice?
What a kidder. Nice goal, eh? Nice goal, eh?
Don't need this, Dave.
What for?
We can't have you taking one in the melon now, can we?
Oh. Mike, maybe we ought to have lunch first.
Then come to Wendy's for a delicious Big Bacon Classic combo with biggie fries and a 20-ounce drink. We call it the hat trick.
I know the perfect position for you.
Really?
Try a Big Bacon Classic combo today.
Rhett Warner of the Panthers in the penalty box for slashing at 15-23. Capitals 0 for 3 on the power play today, 0 for their last 25.
Well, Ken, let's see if the boys with their third jersey on, the Washington Capitals, can make this thing happen for Coach Ronnie Wilson, who has been lamenting the outage of his power play.
Each team with a goal here in the second period. Panthers led 2-0. Capitals cut the lead in half on Zednik, 16th of the season. He's the leading goal scorer among rookies in the National Hockey League. 4 minutes to go in period 2. Oates, Bondra, and Krieger out for the Capitals with Johansson and Housley. Fitzgerald into the cap zone. Sends in deep. Ranford thought about going into the corner. Lindsay beat him to it, and now Johansson skates to center. Midway through the Capitals power play. Laws Shoots it around. Coach Lindsay bumps.
Good example right there, Kenny, by the Washington Capitals on a power play. Three things. Entry, get the puck in deep. Second, get possession. And third, move it around. They've accomplished all three on this power play on this entry.
Along the right wing boards, Krieger dropping it off to Bondra. Bondra to the right point. Housley, the return to Bondra. Housley with 25 seconds on the power play, shoots it wide. Soche keeps it alive on the left point. Behind the net, Krieger.
Again, Kenny, great puck movement by the Washington power play, but no results.
Bondra,
Perimeter.
Bondra stopped by Weeks. Nikoleshin fires wide on the rebound. And Terry Carter, celebrating his 32nd birthday today, clears up the boards, but not out. Good job by the Capitals to keep the puck in. Housley with room, stopped by Weeks. The rebound, Weeks another save, this time on Krieger, and the Panthers clear the zone.
The young kid's unconscious in net. Kevin Weeks just made 3 great saves to hold his team to a 2-1 lead. And Brian Murray's got to be happy with John Van Vliet, the #1 goalie, hurt. Watch how this youngster's performing right now, Kenny. He is doing just one whale of a job on this power play.
Warner out of the box. Capitals 0 for 4. Here's Mellenby into the Washington zone. Now the Panthers look to set things up. Crawford makes the stop on the drive by Gagne. 2 Capitals, 2 Panthers fighting for the puck near corner. Under 2 minutes remaining, second period. Brantford looking for the whistle, and he gets it from referee Paul Zavorsky. And we may have a Panther penalty. Mellenby unhappy that play was stopped. He felt that Ranford should have moved the puck, and Mellenby said something to Dvorsky and is called for unsportsmanlike conduct.
You know what? I think that Melby's got a very, very good case there. There was not one Panther player anywhere near Billy Ranford when he throws that puck down at that end. And 3 times Billy tried to make his mind up. Now, Tikkanen will be talking to referee Dvorsky, but you can bet he won't understand a word he's saying. He's talking Tikkanese to him again.
Teak speak.
But you know what? On defense of Mellenby, that play should have been kept going. But again, you got to be careful how you want to phrase your thoughts to the referee. They might just be a little thin-skinned, take a little sensitivity towards it. And obviously, Scott Mellenby is going to sit out for 2 minutes for us.
How do you think Mellenby phrased it?
Probably said, please, Mr. Dvorak, do you not think he should have moved that puck a little quicker? And if you buy that one, Kenny, I got some, oceanfront property in Arizona for you?
Well, Mellenby will have 2 minutes to think about it. Unsportsmanlike conduct at 18-14. Next week, the NHL returns here on Fox. Chris Chelios and the Chicago Blackhawks take on the Tampa Bay Lightning, plus other exciting regional action. It all starts at 3 Eastern, 12 Pacific, right here on Fox. Check local listings for the game and time in your area. 5th Capitals power play. Mellenby for unsportsmanlike conduct. Short-handed shot from the left point by Murphy. That time Ranford did not hang on to it. He thought about it.
One play too late for Mr. Mellenby. He is in the penalty box already.
So the Capitals 0 for 4. 0 for their last 26. Takes a crazy hop in front. Cleared out to the point. Johansson from the right point. He and Cote are the point men on the power play with 1:15 remaining. Second period. Warner shoots it around all the way down.
And Kenny, you got to have Lady Luck riding on your shoulders sometimes. And Kevin Weeks, the goaltender for the Florida Panthers, had it. That took a crazy hop out of the corner right to the front of the net. He was heading into the corner to try and pick it up, but he recovered in time. No damage done.
The only shot that has beaten Kevin Weeks, a terrific shot by the rookie Richard Zednik, his 16th of the season on the setup from Juneau. 45 seconds remaining in the period. One-timer by Krieger. He fired it wide. Oates and Bondra play catch. Here's Oates in the corner. Oates looking for Krieger. Laws was right there. Bondra keeps it alive. And a hard hit by Kartner. Oates is shaken up. Krieger then goes after Kartner. Adam Oates took the hit. He was off balance in the corner. and was hit by Parker. Capitals trainer Stanley Wong out on the ice to check out Adam Oates, and then Krieger came over in defensive Oates.
I see the two. Krieger is standing up for his team, which you like to see, Kenny, but I don't like to see the other guys standing around while they have three guys on top of one. Todd Krieger are doing his thing. Here's the hit on Oates. He's in the puck in the corner with Laws, battling for it, fighting for it. Cartner comes in, gives him a shot, probably a cross check in the back, the lower part of the back. Down he goes. Here comes Cartner, cross check in the corner. Down he goes, up goes the hand. And obviously, Todd Krieger takes exception to that, and the melee ensues.
So the initial penalty, a cross-check on Parker. 24 seconds remaining. Period number 2 coming up during our second intermission. James Brown, Dave Maloney, scores and highlights from around the National Hockey League. And an interview with Mike Modano of the league-leading Dallas Stars. That's all coming up next during our second intermission.
Adam Oates over at the bench being checked out by the training staff of the Washington Capitals. And he probably took a good little jolt there because Cartner's a big man, and he's a solid man. And when he laid the lumber on him, referee Dvorsky over at the timekeeper's box telling them what he wants put down. We'll take another look, Kenny, at Cartner moving into the corner. They're in the battle. Laws in there fighting for it. Here comes Oates trying to pick it up. Going down. Cartner makes his move, coming in, gives Oates a shot. And unfortunately, Adam Oates was a little distance from the boards, and when Cart hit him in, he got... Oates looks, obviously he's all right, thank goodness. He nodded his head. Yes, I'm okay, Crispy. I can play. So we'll keep him in the lineup.
Dvorsky sorting out the penalties. Still 37 seconds remaining on the unsportsmanlike conduct call against Mellenby.
As a coach, I'll tell you one thing, Kenny. When the referee spends a lot of time over at the timekeeper's box, there's a little chill goes up and down your back thinking, uh-oh, how much is he going to tack onto this thing? What is this going to cost us in the long run? Because the longer he's over there, the worse the punishment seems to be. And right now, Ronnie Wilson's calling for a timeout. He wants his timeout. And Callie Johansson is over talking to the linesman saying, did you see something maybe that might have helped us, give us support? So Ronnie's calling his team over to the bench. A little strategy session, little chat, because they are taking this game now.
And it will be a 5-on-3 for the next 37 seconds. Parker cross-checking the initial call. Krieger for roughing and Laws for high sticking, so those even each other out. 19:36 the time. So the Capitals with a 5-on-3 for the next 37 seconds.
Kenny, I'm so glad to have you here to keep all this bookkeeping for me, because being an ex-coach, we're not too good with numbers, but I know one thing. Right now, Washington has got a great chance to get themselves a tie ball game and work it from there.
24 seconds left in the second period. Penalties will carry over. 5-on-3, skating advantage for Washington. Bondra to the right point, Johansson. At point, Housley. They play catch. Into the corner, it's Oates. Housley fires, and Weeks got a piece of it with the blocker. 5 seconds to go in the period. Housley into the corner. Bouncing puck in front. It's cleared, and that will do it for period number 2. So the 5-on-3 will continue for 13 seconds in period 3. A minute 36 left on the Cartner penalty. Outstanding performance through the first 2 periods by Florida goaltender Kevin Weeks. He has stopped 20 Capitals shots. Weeks and the Panthers leading the Capitals 2-1. The NHL on Fox will return after these messages.
Fox NHL Saturday is brought to you by Nike. By Quaker State, official motor oil sponsor of the NHL. By IBM, solutions for a